So can you mind control them?
No.
No, it's not.
There No, I if I unless someone wanted to be mind controlled, but then it wouldn't be mind controlled because they chose it. So
Right, yeah.
yeah,
Oh, man, so that's just for the movies then?
that's just for the movies. I was
Uh,
watching Get Out not long ago, and like you could see the foundation in like the science of hypnosis, but it just played off the same stereotypes, and so
it's probably comforting for people listening who are thinking about doing it. Don't worry, guys, they're not gonna control you.
absolutely, absolutely.
So when you get these patients and you do the methods of hypnosis with them and the processes, um, is there like something in the brain that unlocks and stays unlocked, or do you have to keep working at it
Mm.
to achieve mindfulness and like self improvement?
That brings up the idea of the critical faculty. And that's a part of our mind that evolved to disseminate information or to like break it down and judge whether it was good or not for us. You can see this because children like age 0 to 4 or something, they don't have this, they don't develop this yet. And so you tell them like there's a purple dragon out in the hallway. They're gonna believe you and they're gonna run out. When you're like 10 years old, you know that's not the case
Mhm.
because your critical faculty says, no, that's dumb. But when you're in hypnosis, the critical faculty becomes more open, more permissible. It's kind of like a guard standing in front of your mind. And so that's not to say that's not to say anything will slip past because the guard is still there. He's still making sure that you're safe. But those beneficial suggestions can go through that passageway, that guard of the critical faculty to reach that unconscious level much more easily. And to give an example, if I told you on the street a beneficial suggestion like you'll have an awesome life and you're going to achieve everything you want to, that might be nice to hear, but when you're in hypnosis, your unconscious mind can actually accept that and believe it at a deep level. And so after hypnosis, it does close back up. And so you're back to normal wakefulness. It's not like you're completely suggestible. You're just broken for the rest of time. Um, on the question of mindfulness, I actually, having started with meditation, I have worked with hypnosis on mindfulness with myself and with others. And it's definitely taken me deeper into meditation. And I think it's taken some time off of my own progression. I feel much more calm during meditation. And I think the crossovers, not only, working on it directly, but the crossovers of practicing that mental muscle of hypnosis, it's the same muscle that you use in meditation.
Yeah, nice. So I have this problem when I meditate because I love meditation as well. But my mind goes like a million miles a second,
Yeah.
and so it's really hard for me to like calm down and really zone in on the meditation, especially when someone's talking, because
Mm.
I'll be focusing on their voice, like, oh, they sound weird, or they
Yeah.
sound they're annoying, like all these things. So how could I be able to like shut that part of the brain off and just sit down and accept this meditation with open arms?
Mm. It's all about the focus. And that's what meditation and hypnosis, that's really all it is. You focus on something to the exclusion of all else. I would say in that case, hypnosis to really shut off that monkey mind, that chatter of constant thoughts, that's what really helped me in my case. It really helped me get in the zone. Um, I would say if you're looking for like an actionable tip, I would look at some breath work and
Mhm.
just look at some work on the vagus nerve. A lot of research has been done on that, and that's where I would start.
What's the vagus nerve?
The vagus nerve. It's a nerve that runs from your brain to your chest, and it controls your heart, your lungs, and I think a few other things. Um, but it's that nerve that your brain sends the fight or flight signal down.
Mm.
And so when you panic, it sends that signal down to the heart to speed up and your lungs to breathe faster. But by breathing more deeply and slowly, you can basically send a signal back up the pipeline to the brain and say, hey, your body says it's all right to be calm, so you can feel calm as well. And one of the easiest ways to do this is 7-11 breathing. And it goes by many names like 4-7-8 breathing and other things. But the whole concept is you breathe out for longer than you breathe in. And so in that example, you breathe in for 7 and breathe out for a count of 11. And what that does, it just signals your body that it's all right to be calm, and it's all right to just let your mind be at peace in that moment.
Right. Yeah, no, I'll definitely keep that in the back pocket. Breathing is so underrated. And
Mm,
I've realized that throughout the years because I just retired from competitive swimming. And I would get so anxious behind the blocks, and like there would be points where it would affect my race so negatively because my head was completely out of it. And no matter how physically able or physically prepared I was for this race, didn't matter. And then I started, taking deeper breaths and like
mm,
focusing on my breathing, and it calmed me down all the way. And then the
yeah,
same when like I would have like a mental episode or like an angry outburst, the breathing really helped. And I try to tell people that because when people go, like, what can I do when I'm freaking out or when my mind's going like everywhere all at
mm,
once? I say, just breathe. They're like,
yeah,
so stupid because they're breathing all the time, but they like it. Yeah, it's just a concept that like once you get it, it's like
yeah.
it's so beneficial.
It's so foundational, and you're right. It's just so amazing how that works. Like it's with us all the time. And when I'm working with someone with anxiety, those are the tools that I give them. Tools like 7-Eleven breathing and other tools from hypnosis and all other areas, things that they can use in between the sessions if they have panic that rises again. And 7-Eleven breathing, that's the first one. And the other techniques, a lot of them do work on that same vagus nerve idea.